This is 1 Million Parfum, and when this came out, it was getting hated on by everyone, but now it's been a couple years and now it's getting a lot of hype. Who is this fragrance for? What does it smell like? How long does it last? I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know, but first, let's talk about the presentation. I actually bought mine as a tester, but for some reason, it just came without the box. It doesn't say anywhere on here that it's a tester. Usually it's laser engraved on the back. It was made in 2020 in France by Quentin Bisch and Christophe Reynaud. Now mind the scuff. I don't know how that got there. On the front it says 1 Million Parfum, and then it says Paco Rabanne on the bottom. This is 100 milliliter size, and then on the top of the atomizer that's built into the bottle, you get the logo. On the bottom, just some information, and then on the back bottom, your batch code. And my batch code is 30261. When it comes to the presentation, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it looks like a gold bar. It's so juvenile. I honestly think it looks so cool. Like, it's such a nice bottle design, and the atomizer, just press it. The atomizer is fine on all these Paco Rabanne fragrances, but people like to meme it. Oh my goodness, it's filling the air. What does this fragrance smell like? Before I tell you what I get, I'm gonna go over the listed notes. Tuberose, salt, solar notes, ambergris, manoi oil, leather, cashmeran, labdanum, and pine. I know the majority of people that are going to hear that are gonna be like, what? What does that even mean? Okay, so I'll tell you what I get. So in the front, it is definitely very floral. You're picking up a lot on the tuberose, and it mixes with this manoi oil. What manoi oil is, it's basically Thayere flowers, or however you call it. They soak those petals of the flower in coconut oil, and that's what makes manoi oil. If you feel like you're getting a coconutty feel, there's technically coconut oil in manoi oil, so that's where that's coming from. But that's the most dominant part of this fragrance. Underneath all that though, you are getting that classic kind of bubblegummy feel. This one actually is very bubblegummy dominant, so it is quite sweet. I don't get much leather, if any at all. Actually, you know what? I take that back. No leather. It really, to me, smells like suntan oil or like something that you would wear on the beach. 1 Million fragrances to me have always been cold weather fragrances, but I would not mind wearing this on the beach because it kind of matches that, which was not what I anticipated at all. It's not very masculine of a scent profile. It's actually a little bit more feminine leaning than I would have expected. And because of that, I'll say straight up, it's not for everyone. I definitely recommend, if you're a guy, to sample this. You gotta have some sort of confidence to pull this stuff off. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I would wear this at beach parties, out during the day in a party-like environment. This is a very flirtatious, fun, playful fragrance. It's not something that you're gonna take seriously, but when you're in a situation that you're surrounded by a lot of people and you want to stand out, this stuff is quite potent. It's an attention-grabbing type of fragrance that people are going to notice and be drawn towards. Retail for this 100 ml is around $162 Canadian. You can also get it in a 50 ml to save some money. Consider getting it on a discounter, because I bought this on Fragrance Buy for around $79 Canadian as a tester bottle, and it's not even a tester bottle, it just came without the box. But before I get into the performance, which actually really surprised me, I needed to get Chad from A Gentleman's Journey and Rush's opinion on this fragrance to see if this is something that the older crowd would gravitate to. So let's hear what they had to say.
What do I think? I think I'm gonna hit him with this bottle.
Yeah. You could probably do damage. It's a gold brick, right? It's a white floral, coconutty, sweet ambery. This is something that I do not like.
There are notes in here that I absolutely adore, but then there are also notes in here that I just don't care for. I think I know what it might be. At the tail end of it, it's going synthetic, and that's probably why you're not liking it.
I just don't like the sweetness. It just smells very young, like 25 or less. It has the night out vibe.
That's the night. The 1 million line. The entire line is going to be "Let's Go Out."
Yeah. I dislike them all equally, but I do like the Privé and the Lucky.
I don't mind it, but I don't love it. Why? I would figure this would smell good on you, because you had that look that would go with it.
I do appreciate you guys coming on the channel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We enjoy our time with you.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Rush. I highly value both of your opinions, and I think that the audience will value hearing what you had to say as well, so thank you. Okay, so now we get into the performance, which honestly shocked me so much. This is the longest lasting 1 Million fragrance. Surprising how long this lasted. In fact, I think it lasted longer than the Elixir. I got an easy 10 to 12 hours of projection, so it was still projecting. Now, somewhere in between 10 hours and 15 hours, slowly transitioned to a skin scent and disappeared, but it was hard to clock because I was like asleep. Insane longevity. It performs like a parfum though, because it does last a long time on your skin, but it's not going to scream across the room. This stuff does project. Initially, you get around 2 feet plus of projection, and that stayed on my skin for around 3 to 4 hours. Then it kind of slowly backed its way into about a foot of projection, which actually lasted around the 8-hour mark. And then slowly in between the 8 to 10 hour mark, it started to come back a little bit, but still projecting. And I noticed that the projection kind of lasted in that 10 to 12 hour mark before it transitioned to a skin scent, and it was gone somewhere in the 12 to 15 hour range. I would not doubt that on some people with better skin chemistry, this will stick around for a full 24 hours. I would not doubt that at all. Overall, I think that this is a very solid addition to the line. It's not my favorite 1 million flanker. I do gravitate to some others before this, but if you needed only one fragrance that was supposed to carry you for beach parties, summertime, and be an attention grabber, this is probably the best 1 million fragrance to do that. I wouldn't wear any other fragrance from 1 million over this in the high heat in summer. If that's what you're looking for, you don't mind something that leans a little bit feminine, and you want that kind of playful, sweet, flirtatious feel, this is the 1 million fragrance that you will love. But definitely sample before buying. For me, 1 Million Parfum gets an 8.2 out of 10. If you want to see another fragrance from 1 million I think you will love too, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over there.